A very good morning to everybody out there. This is CTV Sports coming to you live from Grand Champions Polo Club, of course, field number 4 for our third match of the limited edition 8 Gold 2025. And as you can see, a very beautiful day out there. Slightly breezy still, about 63, 64 degrees, but that will, of course, change. But perfect conditions here for these two teams who will be battling it out this morning. Amaro in the white shirts against TuffRider. And let me just give you a quick rundown of who's playing in those teams. We've got Amaro, as I said, in white with Scott Sabaro at number 1, playing off 0 goals. Then Nick Manifold playing at number 2 of 2 goals. Chris Campson, there he is, a good shot of Chris Campson, the 6 goaler, who, well, I'll come back to him in a little bit, what he pulled out of the bag the other day. Playing at number 3, and Michael Amaro at number 4, playing off 0 goals. TuffRider in the dark shirts, led by Benji Obregon, the Naught goaler, 14 years of age. And There you can see him there with the red helmet. At number 2, Timmy Sharma, 0 goals. At number 3, Agustin Obregon, 5 goals, very strong. And of course, Nico Yernekian at back, playing of 3 goals. Our 2 umpires this morning are Dale Schwetz and Mr. Roddy Matthews. So we're about ready to get this third game, as I say, of the limited edition ACOL underway. The first 2 matches ended in overtime. We had TuffRider, who are, of course, now with a 1-0, as are Amaro. Amaro beat Kwaiton Z in overtime, 11 goals to 10. And TuffRider took care of business, taking on Tanakana, also beating them in overtime, 8 goals to 7. The golden goal there came from Benji Obregon. And in that game between Amaro and TuffRider, I beg your pardon, in that second match between Amaro and Kwaiton Z. Kwaiton Z, I remember, starting so well, but then in overtime again, the winning goal was scored for Amaro, making it 11 goals to 10, the final score. So here we go. Both teams with a 1-0 will be looking to make it 2-0, but that will only, of course, be possible for one of these 2 teams. So this promises to be a very exciting game. Let's see if they're going to be playing more defensively or more offensively, as players now coming out a little bit later than scheduled. We were supposed to have started at 10 o'clock, so we do apologize for that. But we have got one big polo day coming up for you today, starting off with the limited edition 8 goal. And then at 1 o'clock, we kick off the 16-goal John T. Oxley Memorial. I'll tell you a little bit more about that a little bit later on. Then at 3:30 this afternoon, we continue the action in the high goal, the World Polo League's Palm Beach Open. The Maltese Falcons will be taking on Travieso, and also the third game in the Palm Beach Open. And then, of course, this afternoon, you are very much invited to come and join us for what has been such an amazing success, the Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails, due to start this afternoon at around about 5 o'clock. So if you can get down or get out of work a little bit earlier, come and join us, Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 1 for the Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails. Right, I think we're about ready to go. Dale Schwetz, as I say, and Roddy Matthews, your 2 mandated officials, and away we go. Ball's in play, and as I keep saying, keep a close eye on this man. Chris Campson did such an amazing job in that first game that they played. It looked from the beginning that Kwaiton Z were going to be on a runner, but here again, not wasting any time. It all started from the pass coming from Chris Campson, a perfectly laid up ball. And then you can see just the finishing touch here, nicely executed by the number 1, Scott Sabaro. So Amaro getting off to a very good start here in this first chukker. Back to the halfway line they go, of course. And for those new viewers who've just joined in or are enjoying your late breakfast, I beg your pardon, TuffRider. Yeah. Do please remember that they change ends after every goal is scored. Here we go then. And this time it's TuffRider winning the throw-in. And that ball was looking to find Benji Obregon. A broken play. Amaro picks it up on their own doorstep. And a lot will happen through or via Chris Campson. This time looking for Nick Manifold. Oh, he came out of nowhere once again, but the finishing touch, a bouncing ball, not easy to control. And a great job there by Benji Obregon, keeping that back door firmly shut, but the ball's only gone as far as Mr. Campson. Campson again on the move. Let's see what he can do there. He's up against Nico Yernekian. Leaves that one behind now for Manifold. Yeah, why not indeed? Definitely within range. And that's just going to roll out on the right-hand side. So Amaro coming out very, very strong here in this opening phase of this first chukker. Knock-in coming. TuffRider, Nico Yonekian, looking for Obregon. Obregon, of course, highest rated player on that team, TuffRider. Stolen by Manifold. And nearly stolen back by Nico. The little backhand flick shot there from Campson. Finds his number 2, Manifold. He's working it. Still Manifold. Tries to go around the outside there of Yonekian. Yonekian picks it up. Can't control it. And in comes Benji. Obregon. Using all the space available to him. And he's got a man coming in on the on his stick side. Tries to control that ball. Well done, Benji. Oh, very clever play here from the youngster. Obregon working that ball. Lovely the way he's taken out Michael Amaro, and then unlucky the finish. But what a great run by Benji Obregon. Ball still very much alive. TuffRider trying to work it. Taking it around the other side. Obregon. This time it's Agustin Obregon. We'll leave that one for Nico. Nico takes a shot. And it's picked up literally once again on the doorstep here of Amaro. And away we go. Good run here. Very good run. A lot of good touches here. Unlucky. Slightly overshot that one, Scott Sabaro. Player losing his mallet there. Back to Nico Yonekian. Looking for Benji Obregon. Armour will send it back. Quick turn. Jumps on that line very, very quickly. Nick Manifold on the boards. And we have our first, I believe, our first whistle of the match, which could also be a reason for a courtesy change. It's exactly what's going to happen. So a lot of running here from both teams. Incredible, very high pace, also displayed from both Amaro and TuffRider. And both teams having had 1 or 2 chances here, but just not enough yet to put it through. But what a great one we just saw from that young man, Benji Obregon. Very unlucky not to get the reward of picking up the equaliser. Scott, of course, for Amaro, picking up the first goal very early on. I mean, that literally was a very quick goal. But I think we're in for a very, very exciting game of polo here in this limited edition 8-goal 2025. Now, before I forget, and I should be mentioning this to you all afternoon or all day long, because it is the week in which we at CTV Sports and Grand Champions Polo Club have been very much looking forward to. It is the 7th edition of the Sunset Polo International, also known as the Sunset White Party. All proceeds, of course, going to the Kids Cancer Foundation and the Polo Training Foundation. If you haven't yet got your tickets, I can only urge you to go very quickly and get those tickets. Sunsetpolo.com is where you can pick up your tickets for this coming Friday, the 21st of March, when that 7th Sunset Polo International Charity Day will be taking place. Hosted, of course, by the one and only Nick Roldan and Grant Gansey here from the Grand Champions Polo Club. So if you haven't secured your tickets, they've been going out very, very fast. I urge you to go to sunsetpolo.com and pick up those tickets. Here we go then. After that little situation here, hit from the spot in favour of Amaro. Chris Campson drilling a very long ball downfield. Bit of traffic. Yeah, 2 players coming from either side. Umpires allowing play to continue. Obregon on the boards. Obviously, once that ball bounces off those boards, an automatic new line clearly is created. But he managed to stay on that line, did Obregon, looking for young Benji. Picked up once again by Manifold. He's having a pretty busy morning at the office here. TuffRider. Nico Yonekian has a bit of space, leaves that one for Obregon. Agustin, he might want to run this one himself. He's got a bit of unlucky coming in there, a bit of traffic coming in from Michael Amaro. Left behind, another man who's had a lot A lot of touches here in this opening chuck of Scott Sabara, and very quickly Campson turning things around again. There's the open backhand, nicely outplayed, and let's see if Nico can do something here. He's got the ball on his stick side. Again, not able to control it. Campson comes back, retrieves it. He'll be looking for one of his attacking players. There's the long ball up to the front door, not quite where he wanted it, or where I'm sure Nick Manifold wanted it. Overrides. He's able to pick it up. Campson comes back into the mix. Back to Nick Manifold. Little under the next shot. Wants to get it back to Campson. Scott once again right in the thick of it. Little lean on the handlebars. Manifold deflected. In comes Amaro. Looks a little bit all over the place at the moment, but this could be the shot. Oh, how unlucky for Chris Campson. Now, did it even touch the post? I think it might have just clipped the corner of the post there. So we're talking literally a matter of inches here. And Campson would have picked up his first goal. Back to TuffRider now, and Nico Yonekian sends it out to the left-hand side. Good pick up here by Obregon. As I say, highest rated player in that team, coming in of 5 goals. Chris Campson on the other side there for Amaro, 6 goals. So those are the two that I'm sure are going to be battling it out. But now back to Obregon, trying to work that ball, and he's doing a great job getting through all those lines of defense. Now the shot, bit of an angle on it. Cracking goal. Absolutely cracking goal by Agustin Obregon. He just kept working it and working it. Leaves Nick Manifold behind. And that will bring us to the end of chukker number 1. So a goal apiece. I'm sure nerves will calm down. Stay with us. We'll be right back for chukker number 2.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo, and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before, and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo, but women's polo. So we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Welcome back, and once again a very good morning. Just coming up to 20 past 10 on this Tuesday, the 18th of March. Beautiful day out there. We're at Grand Champions Polo Club, field number 4. CTV Sports bringing you the third match coverage of the limited edition 8 goal out there. We've got Amaro in the white shirts against TuffRider. And before I go back to telling you, in case you've just joined us, who is actually out there, let's just see if they can pick up a little goal here, especially that young man, Benji Obregon, 14 years of age. I believe he's got a birthday coming up pretty soon, so before you know it, he'll be 15. So let me just run you through those plays again. Amaro, as I said, in white, led by Scott Sabara, who picked up the very first goal of this match. He's playing at number 1 of 0 goals. Nick Manifold, the number 2 player there, having a very busy morning at the office. And then at number 3, Chris Campson, the 6-goaler, the driving force behind that team. He's on the ball as I speak. There's a little backhand shot finding Nick Manifold. And at number 4, of course, Michael Amaro. And that ball is intended exactly for said Michael Amaro. And now over to TuffRider, Benji Obregon. Young player there with the red helmet at number 1, playing off 0 goals. Timmy Sharma at number 2, also off 0 goals. Agustin Obregon picking up the equalizer right at the end of that first chukker, playing off 5 goals at number 3. And Nico Yernekian, the 3-goaler, playing at number 4 for TuffRider. Campson trying to set that ball up nicely for Manifold, beaten to it once again by Yernekian, and he's found Obregon. Nice little open backhand. Obregon, and we've seen how he likes to work that ball. Sends this one over to the right-hand side. Looking for Timmy Sharma. Plays that one to the boards, and you see there much more of a ricochet as that ball came off the boards and that new line created. Back to Obregon, and here is that duel I was talking to you about earlier. Obregon and Campson. Broken play, picked up by Nico Yernekian. An appeal there, and I could understand why, and I'm sure you can too once we have the look at the replay for Nick Manifold. Keep an eye on the white number 2. This is still Obregon. They break the play. Now then, who got onto that ball? There, that's where the foul was. A switcheroo coming across from the right to the left. So a good call there for, or by the Mountain officials, a foul against Nick Manifold based on crossing that line. Unintentional, I'm sure, but a penalty 5A is the result or the consequence of that play. So right of way infringement under the very watchful and experienced eyes there of Dale Schwetz and Roddy Matthews. So we hit from the spot. Now this is definitely within range for Mr. Campson, who, as I said, did such an incredible job when they took on Kwaiton Z in their opening match. Kwaiton Z dominated for the first 2 chukkers, and then halfway through chukker number 2 is when the turnaround came. Just goes to show that if you stick with it, anything is possible in a game of polo. Now then, Campson, just beyond that halfway line. Well, he nearly found Michael Amaro. Well, and as Nick was going to try and escape the pack, unfortunately, ever so slightly, he came across that right of way of Nico Yernekian. You'll see it again here. The ball drops within the 30. Amaro, and that's where Nick comes across. Beg your pardon, that's where Nick comes across Nico's right of way, and as a result of that, a penalty for on the spot in favour of TuffRider. Just waiting for the umpire to call play, and then we can get the remaining good 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in chukker number 2 underway. Nico Yernekian in situ, and away we go. Play is called, knocks the ball in, plays it out to the right, looking for Agustin Obregon. Once again, to the boards. Campson coming back to stay with the 5-goaler. Big shot. Has he found anyone? Well, he has, but unfortunately from the opposition, Michael Amaro tries to send it back. Oh, he nearly got a piece of that, did Benji Obregon. Back to Manifold. And that is a very nice ball teed up here for Scott Sabaro. Couldn't quite get the contact he was hoping for. Back to Nico. Appealing there. Manifold coming across. Umpire saying play on, but that surely... No, They're going to let that one go through as well. Two players head on head. Yeah, well, that had to result in a whistle, of course. A lot going on there. Let's have another closer look here. It's a broken play. It was picked up by Nico, and then the two players collide there. So let's see what the umpires, well, as I thought, very quickly taken from the spot, that blocking foul or right of way coming across back to Nico Yanekian. Has it stolen off him by Manifold. Luckily, Nico stayed back and will now send Obregon on his way. Slight deflection. The near side backhander. Who's going to come running down the line now? Was he on that line before? As Campson will put that one away. And the goal stands. So Campson just getting there in the nick of time. If the umpires don't see any possible danger, if that window is open long enough or wide enough for that play to take place, as it was the case here, then that's what they will do. 3 minutes and a couple of, 5 seconds to be exact, remaining here in Chaka number 2. As the boys go for their second courtesy change. Remember, something which is not a must. It's left to the discretion of the individual players. And you can see that sometimes the players will decide to stay on that pony. Timmy Sharma, for example, not in the need to go out and change his pony. Nice shot here, flying change by Agustin Obregon. And well, there's one Obregon. A second normally isn't very far. There he is, super talent, Benji Obregon. Always like it when they unleash that young talent. And I'm sure we'll see plenty more of great polo coming from him throughout this game here this morning. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're just waiting for one more player from Amaro. I could see 3 white shirts and 4 black shirts. So just the one more player to come out, and then we'll be good to go to finish off the remaining 3 minutes of, there he is, of this second Chaka. They line up on the halfway line. Ball is thrown in. Comes out the back door as Obregon will be looking for Nico. Good defensive play and a little bit too far away there for young Benji. A little under the neck attempt from Campson. Obregon, obviously, his job is to take on Campson and drag the team. Still Obregon can't get past Manifold, who sends a near side backhand shot back, but I wouldn't mind having another look at that. Something clearly went on before. We have a whistle as a result. I can see a player just having dismounted. So a little bit of attack timeout. Looks like Michael Armour, they're having a little tack issue. Health and safety, of course, always first. Gets back into his into the saddle. Michael Armour also been playing very solidly off his 0 goals, as has Scott Sabara. Both of them extremely consistent, playing off their 0 goal handicap on a very, very high level. Tell you that Michael Armour's just gone to the sidelines to either get himself a new pony. So we, as I said, have a very short timeout here. Michael Armour just waiting for a fresh set of legs. Again, both of these teams exceptionally well mounted. And as Dale was saying only the other day, you know, from 6 to 26 goal, the level has been absolutely above standard, which is becoming a bit of a trademark here at Grand Champions Polo Club. If you want to compare yourself with the best, then this is the place to do it. So, Michael coming back out. Hasn't got a mallet in his hand. I'm guessing he would have left that behind. There it is, being given to him by Scott Sabaro. And away we go. Looks like we're going to have a hit from the spot in favor of Amaro. Campson just teeing it up. Oh, nice little bit of trickery there. Lifting up the ball. So here we go. Hit from the spot, as I say, for Team Amaro. Chris Campson will want to try and get this ball a little bit closer to the goal mouth before here comes that big shot. Just in the vicinity of that halfway line. Couldn't quite get through. Manifold under the next shot. Again, not clean. Won't get a second chance. Yonekian is there with him. Ball went out of bounds. So 2-1 as it stands. At the moment, TuffRider, new knock-in coming. Now they all seem to be struggling a little bit in hitting those balls cleanly. There's a little deflection. I believe it came off the mallet of Obregon, which would then give a change of possession and the ball in favor of Amaro. That's exactly what will happen. And again, Mr. Campson ready to play this this next ball, which is about to be dropped. Now, will he go for the direct shot, or will he try and tap it in a little bit closer? Let's see what he does. Campson into the danger zone, looking for a white shirt, but deflected and picked up very quickly now by Benjamin Obregon. He will leave it for Agustin. Wants to try and shake Campson. Gets out of the starting blocks very quickly now. Obregon, Campson in hot pursuit. Still Obregon, topped that ball slightly. Overridden, left behind for Nico Yonekian. Plays it out to the left-hand side. Now then, will he go for the cut shot? Or will he try and walk it in? He's going to go for the cut shot. Very, very thin. You had to slice that. Unlucky that that ball went wide by Nico Yonekian. So, will they have enough time for another throw-in, or will they call that chucker number 2? Well, looks like they're going to get one more run here in the second chucker. Again, Campson on that line. Very quickly came Obregon. Amaro working it very hard. Campson now, of course, back up and over that halfway line. Still Campson to the left. Campson, the finishing touch. Under the neck, on the near side. Hits the post again and goes wide. I think that's the second time that's happened to Nick. So very unlucky there, but that will definitely bring us to the end of chucker number 1. So it stays 2-1 in favor of Amaro. We'll be right back for chucker number 3.
if you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Once again, a warm welcome back. Chucker number 3, limited edition 8 goal. CTV Sports, of course, bringing you all the action. And Amaro at the moment in the lead by 2-1. They're in the dark shirts against, beg your pardon, they're in the white shirts against TuffRider, who are in the black shirts, of course. And Chris Campson picking up a goal, the only goal in Chucker number 2. Scott Sabara picking up a goal in Chucker 1, as did Agustin Obregon in that first Chucker. TuffRider now, of course, looking for that equaliser. Haven't seen as much of that young man in the red helmet, who I'd like to see so much more of. It's just such a pleasure to watch him play, young Benji Obregon. There he is, just overrides, left behind now for Manifold. Open backhand, who's going to get to it first? Well, it'll be one of 2 Obregons. Campson comes in for the challenge, plays it, leaves it behind. Benji will try and take on Manifold. Near side forehand shot coming from Manifold. Left now and picked up by Nico Yonekian. Campson. Well, we had a whistle. And again, a lot going on there. It all started here when the 2 number 3s were battling it out. They come to the boards. Picked up now by Nico. And that, to me already there, looked like where the foul was committed. Let's see what the umpires, how they see that one, that play. Well, the ball's definitely being dropped. And we will have a penalty, as I rightly thought, in favour of Amaro. Now then, is it an open goal 2 or 3? Remember, the umpires can trigger any play. And of course, ball placement in these sort of situations always very, very important. So Amaro, it'll definitely be an open goal penalty. So who's going to step up and take this first penalty shot of the game? It's just a reflection of how well they've both been playing and not committing any unnecessary fouls. It'll be Campson. And Campson makes no mistake. Gets that goal after. Yeah, it was a penalty 3, picking up that goal after he had 2 shots which came off the post and went out of bounds. So a little bit unlucky there for Chris, but this time no mistake. Penalty 3, and that is of course his second goal of the match, extending the lead now to 3-1 here in the third Chucker. Little under the next shot there from Timmy Sharma. Stolen and picked up by Campson. Nico Yonekian sticking very closely to that 6-goaler. Must allow a little bit of space for him to make the play, obviously. See it again here. Sharma goes for the under the next shot. Ball comes off the boards, picked up by Campson. That's all still very clean. And then there's Campson, who has the ball on his stick side. Yeah. And that is a blocking foul. And rightly so. Good call again by the mounted officials to award, in this case, a penalty just a little bit adjacent to the... oh no, will it be a 5B? Let's see. Well, it's going to be from the half line or thereabouts. So Campson Just wants to make sure that that ball is exactly where he wants it to be. And he wants to just tee it up just right so he can get his mallet head underneath it, so that in the follow through it gets airborne. And you never know, he's definitely got the strength and the technique to score there. 150 yards, that's the distance from there to those two goalposts over in the distance. Intercepted, and away we go with Nico Yonekian, but Kamsen standing firm. Little touch on the near side, the under the neck shot. What a clever shot, and what an amazing angle here. Michael Amaro, I did say he's been doing a very good job. And again, it all started after that interception, and then the pass, which wasn't clean, but Michael did enough. Just finds the little gap and slots it in very nicely. 4 goals, 3 goals to, big one, 4 goals to 1 now for Amaro. A good 4.5 minutes remain. Ball's back in play, and away we go. TuffRider winning this throw in. It'll pass up to the front door. Unfortunately, again, not able to control it. And Kamsen, he seems to be everywhere. Hammers that one downfield. Scott trying to center it, steer it towards that goal mouth. And again, picked up by Agustin Obregon for TuffRider. Nico Yonekian gives it back to Amaro. Kamsen. Still Kamsen. Yeah, still starting to eye up that goal mouth. That would have been a great play. Oh, it is a great play. Along the lines, unlucky, very unlucky. I could see exactly what he was trying to do there. He was trying to lay that ball up for Scott Sabaro to work down the back line. Just slightly overhit it. But that would have been an amazing play. And as I said, both zero goalers, Scott Sabara and Michael Amaro, doing a very, very good job here alongside Nick Manifold and Chris Kamsen. So, quick pony change. Just under 3.5 minutes remain. In this third chukker, 4 goals to 1. No score in chukker number 2 for TuffRider, and no score yet in chukker number 3. And away we go once again with Nico Yonekian. Struggling a little bit to get that ball in within the vicinity there of that goal man. This is a nice pass, a very nice pass, and he can pick this one up. Nico Yonekian, that's about as straight as you can play it, and the finish, very nicely done. And Nico Yonekian getting a very important goal here for TuffRider. As Amaro was starting to show signs of running away with it, the pass absolutely crisp and pristine. And then the finish, nicely done by Nico. So 4 goals to 2. 2:44 on the clock. Or 2:50, beg your pardon, 2:55 on the clock. As they come back down to the halfway line. And it'll be Obregon this time. Agustin. Left behind for Nico. Wants to play it back to Obregon. Well played. Over on the far side now then. Can he control this one? Well picked up. Agustin Obregon again. That would have gone through, but it was deflected. Came off somebody's pony. I'm not sure if it was Benji. But that ball looked like it was going to hit the target. Little stirrup adjustment there for Mr. Kamsen, who knocks the ball back into play. Out towards the boards, yeah. Those balls are not being hit as well by a lot of the players as we've seen in the past. Manifold will leave this one for Campson. Campson gets a little bit of a bump there from Obregon, but still enough space to fire off the shot. And then the finishing touch. Oh, he keeps getting closer and closer. Unlucky there, Scott Sabaro. Cleared on their own back line here by Nico Unekian. Manifold on the boards. Well, this is the old if you snooze, you lose rule. Couldn't make the contact. Quickly turned. A little over a minute remains now here in the first half. Unlucky there. Trying to work it, Obregon. I'm sure he would love to pick up another miss there, another broken play. But luckily he had the support and the backing of Nico Unekian. He's had another one of those players who's had a very busy morning so far. Little stick fight going on there now. Right underneath that watchful eye. Let's have another closer look at that. Nico picks it up. Campson's right there with him. Allows him to make the play. Yeah, but that again looked a little bit too much of a good thing by Mr. Campson. Nico never really got a chance to make that play. He did pull away. Yeah, right there, yeah. So, good call again by the mounted officials. As we will have a penalty from the halfway line, a penalty 5B, very quickly taken by Obregon. Got a player coming up on his left side. Obregon gets another chance, gets another piece, but that ball just runs over the back line. And looking at the clock, I wonder if they're going to get another chance for a knock-in. Clock is ticking down, of course. And as I thought, they're just running out of time. So that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And with that, chucker number 3. So 2-1 for Amaro. Just the 1 goal by Nico Unekian. And we're very close to picking up a second goal. So 4-2. Plenty to play for when we return. Stay with the CTV Sports Limited Edition 8 goal.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
When I founded the Taqueria 48 years ago, the goal was to service polo players fieldside and carry a complete line of polo equipment. Since those early days, we now carry everything for the horse and rider. Anything that goes on or near a horse, you're likely to find here in our store. We still have polo equipment made by polo players for polo players.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
This place is special because of the unique environment and nature that you have around here.
There's an endless amount of things to do here in Aspen Valley, so this is the place to be in the summer.
Great group, it's like a big family. We're all, on the field it's intense, we compete, but off the field we do a lot of fun stuff.
Oh, it's like playing in the polo heaven. It's perfect.
Polo school is the funnest thing I've become involved with in the last year of my life.
Gave me the confidence to be able to play an event in beach polo, Miami Beach, and snow polo in Aspen.
Our dedicated instructors have years of polo experience and are CHA certified.
It's important to us to come back and have a really good experience.
Every time you leave the gates from the polo school, you're hungry for more.
If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chocolate Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxed and chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day. Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post.
Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you with us here. Jan-Erik Frank is my name. Limited edition 8 goal is the name of the game. We are, of course, CTV Sports, bringing you all the live action here. Everything from 6 to 26 goal. As we now go back to the field 4 at Grand Champions Polo Club, where Amaro in the white shirts are taking on TuffRider in the black shirts. Amaro leading at the moment with 4 goals to 2. We had a goal, the early goal from Scott Sabara in that first chukker. Then Chris Campson picking up a goal in chukker 2 and 3. 1 from regular play, 1 from the penalty 3 line. And Michael Armour also with a cracking goal in that third chukker. Just a goal by Agustin Obregon in the first and Nico Yunekin in the third. So they are down by 2 goals. As we now rejoin the action, or rejoin the teams here in this limited edition 8 goal 2025. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast, a big day of polo lying ahead, of course. After this game at 1 o'clock, we have the 16 goal making its return with the John T. Oxley Memorial. We'll be telling you a little bit more about that a little later on. And then this afternoon at 3:30, the Maltese Falcons take stage, the centre stage, taking on Travieso in the World Polo League's Palm Beach Open. So that's, well, today not quite from 6 to 26, today from 8 to 26 goal. Everything is there. And then, of course, to round off the day this afternoon at 5 o'clock, we will have the very nicely taken on by the polo community Sunset Chocolates and Cocktails every Tuesday afternoon. It'd be great to have you with us. If you want to get off work early, then come and join us for the Sunset Chocolates and Cocktails, as I say, played at Grand Champions Polo Club field number 1. It'll be on the same field after the World Polo League's Palm Beach Open. But now let's go back to the action here, as TuffRider have quite a bit of work to do. They're down by 2 goals. Amaro just seem to have a lot more control of the game and a lot more the ability to play their game, making it very hard for TuffRider to come through. They've had a couple of breaks, and we saw that great goal by Nico Yunekin in that last chukker. But definitely the dominant force here is Amaro. Another whistle after this play. A little flick of, well, it was just the slightest little touch there from the pony that changed that line ever so slightly. And then, of course, the question is who had the lesser angle. And that seems to be the discussion that's going on out there right now. So that quick line change can be detrimental. But looks like we might have offsetting fouls here. So they're going to go for the neutral and always the, what I like to call the Swiss decision, the fair play. But Campson, he's not going to waste any time picking up the ball from that throw-in. Obregon comes in. Now, did he come in front? Well, he's appealing. Umpires are saying, play on. Manifold up against the little of the 2 Obregons. And a steal. But did Campson? No, he didn't. He did very well because everything was at a standstill. It's all, of course, relative to speed as well. And if nobody's going anywhere and somebody has the initiative to take the ball, well, and as long as there's no danger, another great pass to Manifold. These are the kind of shots we were looking for. Manifold, can he keep it in play? Just a little cut shot. Nicely done. Very nicely done. But you've got to also give it up to Campson. Here you see again, Campson lays it up nicely out on the left-hand side. A lot of space for Nick Manifold to work with. Good first touch, and that's always so important. He even got enough time to rearrange his helmet, and then a nice little cut shot. Bit of a teaser, really, but it goes through, and that makes it 5 goals to 2 in favour of Amaro. Back to that halfway line they go, and this time it could be the Obregon show. He will pick up the ball from the throw-in, slightly overshot it. Again, quick line change. He's lucky that there was no traffic coming. Goes for the under the neck, and now one of my favorites, the cut shot coming from, I didn't get enough power on that. Unlucky there for Benji Obregon. And another whistle will stop the action. It all started here when Agustin overshot it, plays it under the neck. Benji. Yeah, and in that slight miss hit by Benji, very hard to tell was who had the automatic newly acquired right of way. And that, of course, is where those two mounted officials are so important, because they're right there. They can see exactly how and what happened. And a hit from the spot, no mistake, and taken by the number 3, Agustin Obregon, making it 5-3. So, yeah, a little bit unlucky there, a little bit unlucky. It would have all gone well had Benji picked up that goal. So I think, again, a good decision here as that ball's been thrown in again. And Sharma, Timmy Sharma, doing a lot of the hard work there in creating those clear passageways for, like this time, Nico Yanekian to come through. Nico, surely no mistake. Well done, Nico. But it all started with Timmy Sharma teeing it up nicely for Nico. And all of a sudden, it's just a 1-goal difference. 5-4. Good touch. And then just strokes it in nice and gently. Nico picking up his 2nd goal of the game. And all of a sudden, TuffRider are right back in this limited edition 8-goal, as the players will go for a courtesy change at 3:37 remaining. And with the little time that is remaining, a little reminder to you to remind you that on Friday, this coming Friday, the 21st of March, the Sunset Polo International, hosted by Nick Roldan and Grant Gansey, is back the 7th time. It's a charity event, a very good cause, and all donations go straight to the Kids Cancer Foundation as well as the Polo Training Foundation. So if you haven't already secured your tickets, which have been going out, selling out very fast, I'm not sure how many, if any, are left, but you might want to check it out. sunsetpolo.com is where you need to go. And then we very much look forward to seeing you on Friday afternoon/evening. It's always been a most fun event for a good cause, of course. And my good self and Dale Schwetz, who is out there at the moment on the pony, will be there as well. Theme is the white. It's the White Party. It's known as the Nick Roldan Sunset White Party. So everybody wearing white. Always a nice little twist. And as I say, we'll be there as well, and we hope to see you there on Friday afternoon. More info coming, of course, via the broadcast, but again, go to gcpolo.com to find out more information about scheduling. And as I said, tickets you can get at sunsetpolo.com. Well, we are very much up and running now in the season, and it's always great to be able to tell you that our very own Melissa Gansey will be making her appearance at the US Open, playing for the Satai, making its debut at the NPC, the National Polo Center. Will feature Melissa Gansey, the 8-goaler Gonzalito Pierres, and the 7-goaler Nick Roldan, as well as Santi Toccolina. So a very, very strong team. And of course, hope that they do very well, as all the teams. Here we go then, back to the action in this limited edition 8-goal. Obregon. Agustin looking for Benji. There he is, the young player, 14 years of age, in the red helmet. Kamson comes back to pick up that ball, and we'll send this one straight down the middle. I think he was looking for Scott Sabara. That ball will just not quite get to him. Runs out of steam. Oh, hang on, a little mistake here. Manifold will jump on it straight away. Nick Look how he opens that pony now. Very difficult shot to get a piece of. It's cleared. Yeah, the umpire there getting his skates on. Needs to get out of the way. Campson just still hammering that ball into that danger zone. Manifold. Obregon. I think there was a slight little entanglement there. Let's have another closer look at this. There was the ball that was cleared. Now then, the umpire got out of the way. Campson sends it back on the near side. And, well, 3-4 players all converging on that ball. And there was not a lot of gap or space in it. So a difficult call here for the two mounted officials to determine who had that right of way. Who was the closest on that ball. And, of course, they can trigger that. And get an update here from the crew here at the CTV Sports Studios. But it looks like a pretty straightforward open shot case. It's going to go in favor of Amaro. An open goal penalty 2 is the decision made by the umpires. So a little over 2.5 minutes remaining. A chance here for Amaro to once again extend their lead. A job, of course, for Mr. Camps. No, beg your pardon. Was it Mr. Campson? It was Mr. Campson. Thank you. It was Mr. Campson. So Mr. Campson picking up his 3rd goal of the match. 2 from the penalty line, 1 out of regular play. Making it 2 goals apiece now here in Chucker number 4. But overall, of course, 6 goals to 4 in favour of Amaro. Ball's thrown back into play. TuffRider winning the throw-in. Obregon leaves it for Yonekian, Nico. And he will try and work and get that ball a little bit closer. Nicely outplayed Campson. As if he wasn't there. Obregon and Yonekian, yeah. Taken nicely round, away from the boards. Agustin leaves it for Nico. And another whistle. So let's have a look at what happened there. Here you see Nico take the ball, plays it over a little bit to the left-hand side. Still Nico. Obregon turns it. Obregon still has it, and that's where the rub is. Okay, I get it now. Ever so slightly, uneven ride-off. And a little bit of a rub. Another penalty, an open goal penalty too, quickly taken as Obregon picks up his 3rd goal of the match. Also similar to 3 goals scored by Campson, 2 off the line and 1 out of regular play. And reduces that deficit back to just the 1 goal. 1 minute and 20. By the time that ball is thrown into play, here it comes. Campson. Inside backhand. Nicely picked up by Scott. Scott Sabaro whips that one under the neck. Didn't quite get the clean touch he was hoping for. And again, also Nico struggling in between. Nicely read and well picked up here by Campson. And he will leave it. Hoping to get it back from Michael Armour, who I think we got a piece of that. And another whistle. Well, it's starting to get a little bit more disruptive here. Here you see the challenge, and that, I beg your pardon, it was Manifold. Slightly topped it. Yeah, and that's where the mistake was. Again, a right-of-way infringement against Nico Yonekian. So TuffRider, I'm sure, would love to get the much-needed equaliser in the remaining 45.5 seconds. Let's see if Obregon Agustin can make that happen. Well, he's done exactly this before, where he just worked and took that ball all the way. Campson comes across, needs to make some space. Still Obregon, can he get into a situation, to open those shoulders? Well, if he can't, Benji can, but he just puts it wide. Very, very unlucky. Well read. And that will bring us to the end of Chukker number 4. So 6 goals to 5 as it stands. We've got 2 more Chukkers coming up. Stay with us, CTV Sports.
Playing in a dedicated women's polo league is great for progressing your polo. It's great for us to play together as women, to have a chance to take to the field with some of the best polo players in the world. It's helping us come together, improve our polo and keep up playing a regular high level of polo.
Like, I'm learning so much. I am shadowing some of the best women players in the sport, and it's just been an incredible journey, really.
I have played at Santa Rita before and I love it here. It's a fantastic club. They do so much for not only just polo but women's polo, so we're very excited to be here, and huge thanks to Melissa and Mark for having us.
Welcome back. 5th and 6th Chukkers lie in waiting. We're about to start Chukker number 5. Excuse me. Amaro in the white shirts, currently in the lead, or still in the lead by just that 1 goal. And if I just have a review of how they played so far, it was a goal apiece at the end of the first. It was 2 goals to 1 at the end of the second. No score by TuffRider in Chukker number 2. Chukker number 3 also went in favour of Amaro. They left the field 4 goals to 2 at half time, but then things started turning around a little bit here for TuffRider. Picking up 3 goals in Chukker number 4 and just the 2 by Amaro, so they've come back very strong. All very much thanks to this man on the move as I speak, and that of course is Agustin Obregon. Obregon now with the shot for the equaliser, slightly deflected. Didn't go anywhere near the goalposts. So that an equalising goal is in the making. But once Amaro have the ball, they are certainly a force to be reckoned with. Again, everything set up via that man with the number 3, Chris Campson. Plays that one out to the boards. He's found Nick Manifold. Timmy Sharma coming back with him. He's done enough to keep him out of play. Hasn't had too many touches, but has been doing a lot of ground and, as Dale would say, the nitty-gritty work. Nico will get a second chance and a third. Again, slightly topped it. In comes Obregon, sends it back up to the front. That's exactly the kind of combination play we like to see. A little bit of a bouncing ball in front of goal. Unlucky. But again, sometimes that ball will just bounce in your favour. Again, a backhand and a deflection. And the ball eventually then going over the back line. So a little bit unlucky there, but it did look like a great play in the making. Campson. to the left. Well, this combination is working very well. Campson and Manifold. A lot of space and room to work there on that left side. Still Manifold. Not a clean shot. A little bit of a mistake there by Yernekian. Amaro will capitalize on that. The backhand shot, he's found Campson. Now then, what can Campson do here? He's got an Obregon in front of him and Obregon next to him. But as you can see, not phased in the slightest. Appealing there that Agustin might have cut across. Open backhand, a little deflection once again. Campson. Obregon, yeah. Well, again, there he is. He's always there when you need him. Your mounted official, Dershowitz, knowing exactly what happened. It all started here with the open backhand towards the boards. There's that first deflection. And looked like it should have been the right of way. So 4:17 on the clock. 5B, that's where they're going to drop the ball. And it's going to go in favor of TuffRider. Needed to clear to allow him to make that play. So again, a good call here by our mounted officials. Let's see if Nico, I beg your pardon, Agustin, no, it is Nico. Nico there with the number 4. Just teeing it up. Will he take this 5B or will he leave that one for Obregon? Looks like it'll be Nico to take this one. Still plenty of time remaining here in penultimate chukker number 5. And they have advantage and they have possession. Nico has that, that's that old if you snooze you lose rule. Has that ball just taken off him. They got lucky, they got a second chance, and now maybe all the way. Oh, well played, Scott Sabaro. But yeah, you could take out one, but you can't take out both. And Nico Yernekian picking up his 3rd goal of the match, and a very important goal, because with that goal, TuffRider draw level. But great defensive work there by Scott Sabaro. I'm sure Chris Campson will be asking, well, who let Nico just waltz through that last line of defense? So a misunderstanding. Clock's ticking down. 3.5, a little over 3.5 minutes remaining, and we have courtesy change number 5. It was great to see all the different bodies of staff out there, bringing and getting the horses ready, giving the players, if they need a quick sip of drink. Temperatures are obviously very much on the rise now, as we're only a little over half an hour away from midday. So a set of 6s on the board. Only one goal yet so far scored here in chukker number 5. But TuffRider, they're definitely not going to give up without putting on a good fight. And remember, both of these teams coming into this 3rd game after having already played and a win under their belt. Amaro took on Kwaiton Z, beat them 11-10 in overtime. TuffRider took on Tanakanda, beat them in overtime 8-7. So a very, very important game here between these two teams. Ball's back in play. And winning those throw-ins, of course, is so instrumental in getting your team straight away into that offensive mode of play. Uh-oh, broken and stolen ball here. And oh, my goodness, unlucky there. Nico Yernekian nearly ran away with it and would have put his team into the lead. Manifold leaves it for Campson. He'll send that one back down through the middle. Obregon coming into it. Well, and yeah, no wonder that Manifold there. A little unlucky for him. Just caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. Keep an eye on the number 2 in white on the right of your screen now. That's where the bang. A little unfortunate there. Now, of course, you know, the argument is, you know, where's a player go? He doesn't know what's about to happen. But I'm sure that was an unintentional block. Umpires will be reviewing that. So a little bit unlucky, but I can tell you that no injury was sustained to neither horse nor player, so everybody's okay. And after a little bit of a consultation there, umpires have agreed and given it in favor of Amaro. So Campson with a penalty 4 to try and put his team back in the lead. Played it low and it's gone out wide. Quickly knocked in by Nico. Well, they pick up another little deflection. Goes out to the right-hand side. Obregon would be straight on it. There he is. Waits for the ball to come off the boards. Left out for Manifold. New line. Quick line change. Nico. High ball, but nobody there to pick it up. Benji Obregon, I'd like to see him get a bit more involved, or if they would allow him to get a bit more involved, because he is worth his weight in gold. Had a lot more touches in that first half. Good pickup by Scott. Puts it across. Manifold can't get to it. Obregon tries to hammer that one under the neck. Again, deflected, but now who did that come off? Will that be the equivalent of a corner if it came off a defending player? I'll have to verify that if that was the case, but that's what it looked like to me. And that ball came off a defending player, so yes, indeed, we have the equivalent of a corner, so a penalty 6. And the man to take that one will be Mr. Campson. Wind seems to be picking up a little bit. You can see the flags there. The World Polo League flags on Lake Worth Road. So Campson. The first penalty 6 we've had in this game. And nicely slotted through. Well done, Mr. Campson. And with that, they regain the lead. 7 goals to 6 now. A little over a minute remaining, but this TuffRider team, like it says on the tin, are a tough team. I'm sure they will do everything in their power to not only get the equaliser and make this another one of those very, very exciting games. On the near side, Obregon. Benji. Come on, my son. Obregon. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Let that little player loose, because he will drag the team. Incredibly agile. Extremely solid in the saddle. And I'd like to see a bit more of that, because he definitely is a threat to any opposition. Ball slightly going out of bounds. So Campson will not get into play, or will he? I think we're going to No, we're just going to run out of time. So that is it, a goal apiece. But the lead after that safety 60 for Amaro, it's all going to come down to chucker number 6. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Have an opportunity. Santos Bellini gonna fire one from 60. Oh, off the post. If you are in the area, I suggest you make your way to Sunset Chuckles and Cocktail, because this is the fun type polo match. It's where everyone's relaxing, chilling, just having a great time. We have great hors d'oeuvres and a special drink for the day.
Welcome back. It's chucker number 6 here in this very exciting, as we expected it to be, limited edition 8 goal. Both of these teams, Amaro and TuffRider, with a win under their belt already, wanting to making it 2-0. And as you can see by the scoreline, it is, well, you won't just yet, but you will shortly. It is 7 goals to 6. Both teams picking up a goal here in chucker number 5. So can Chris Campson do what he did in his opening game and get it over the finishing line? Here we go then. They're going to get a knock-in. And away we go. There you see the scoreline at the top of your screen. Manifold on a very quick pony, trying to take it a little bit further. Campson now trying the little under the neck shot. Left behind. Obregon will pick it up. He's got Manifold to try and shake. Still Obregon. Yernekian, Campson. Yernekian coming out on top. Campson wants it back. Yeah, and that was just a little bit too much. Comes the knock-in from Obregon. Trying to place it exactly to his nephew, Benji. And again, that new line had been created and possession was taken by Mr. Chris Campson. Let's have another look at that, because you'll understand what happened. It all started with the knock-in coming from Obregon. I think he was trying to outplay and get the ball around the outside of that player with the number 4, who took a miss. Campson picks it up, and then right there is where Nico riding in from behind or riding into the swing, and of course that is a no-no. Hence the very good call by the mounted officials, and as a result of that we have another penalty 4 in favor of Amaro. Campson. Big hitter, as we know. Ooh, now, did that go wide, or did that just sneak in? Well, it looks like it might have just come off someone somewhere. So a little clip would be enough to have changed the direction of that ball. So that would then mean, and we've seen him do take one of these before, this will be the second penalty 6. So the equivalent of a corner. Campson to take and do the honours. Here we go. This one's high. And goal stands. Well done, Chris. 2 out of 2 from the 6. He picked up a 3 and a 2 earlier in the match. So 4 out of the 5 goals from the penalty line, 1 out of regular play. Big part, 2 out of regular play. No, what am I saying? 4 out of regular play. Exactly. We had Scott Sabara who picked up a goal and Michael Armour. That's how we get to the total. Campson wanting to seal the deal. Manifold on the near side, plays it over back to his stick side. Nick Manifold just trying to find that gap. And in comes the backhander from Michael Armour. Onto the boards. Campson. And Obregon knows he has to allow a little bit of space. Campson again looking for Manifold. Oh, and an unlucky backhand shot there from Yonekian, but luckily for him, he had Obregon there. But Campson, well, he will, of course, make a meal out of that one. So Campson now with a total of 6 goals scored in the 9 that they currently have as a team. Scott Sabara, the other goal scorer, Michael Armour and Nick Manifold. So all 4 players of Amaro on the score sheet. With a little over 4 minutes remaining here in chukker number 6. TuffRider. Obregon. I need this goal. Campson, the all-round talent that he is, goes back, stops this offence, and takes or turns defence into offence. Campson, aware of the fact that the clock or the time is now very much on his side. We'll try and play this. I was about to say, but then we have an interruption, which could, which would suggest a courtesy change. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, a courtesy change. So that's exactly what they're going to do. 3:30 on the clock, last courtesy change of the game. And a chance for me to just remind you again of what else is coming up on CTV Sports later on today, 1 o'clock. So in about a little under an hour and a half from now, the John T. the John T. Oxley Memorial will be taking centre stage, and we will of course be telling you all about this this amazing trophy, which was established in honour of the Honourable John T. Oxley. The first annual playing for the trophy was back in 1997 at the Royal Palm Beach and Sports Club, and presented to Team Fort Lauderdale for their victory over Vancouver International. So, as I say, that'll be coming up on your screens this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Then 3:30, we go back to the 26th goal, the Maltese Falcons, in a slightly different lineup to how they played in their opening match. We've got Jason Crowder, Tamacho Pierres, Alejandro, and Nacho Navijo Estrada taking on Travieso. And Travieso, of course, 0-1, lost in overtime against Tonkawa, 9-10. But did do very well in their second game when they took on Casablanca, who are 0-1. Tonkawa beat Casablanca by 12-9. So Casablanca under a little bit of pressure, but that will be a very interesting game to look forward to. That, as I say, coming on your screens at 3:30 this afternoon. And then to round things off, as we do every Tuesday here at Grand Champions Polo Club, Sunset Chuckers and Cocktails. If you can get out of the office a little bit earlier, it'd be great to see you down there. Field number 1. This will be the same field as where we'll play the 26. Got to come and join us, because you just never know, apart from, of course, our polo school and Women's League polo players, which superstars are going to grace us with their presence. So that, as I say, this afternoon, at 5 o'clock, right after the 26 goal. Back to the action here, and Campson appealing. Looks like his appeal has been heard by our 2 mounted officials. Or has it? They are still in deliberation, discussing exactly what happened there on that last play. Let's see what they decide to call. And, of course, don't forget to get your tickets for Friday's Sunset Polo International, the White Party, hosted by Nick Roldan and Grant Ganzi. Umpires have made their decision. Penalty 5A, a hit from the spot in favour of TuffRider, who now are running out of time here. And those 3 goals, it's been the highest advantage for any team here in this limited edition 8-goal. This 3rd match, Campson on the boards against Obregon. Again, straight there, straight in the action, Dale Schwitz. And let's see where he's going to drop the ball. On the halfway line, so a 5B in favour of TuffRider. Again, ever so slightly that foul. 2:21 on the clock. And they need to make this count. Amaro doing very well, beating one of the favourites, a team that has won nearly everything so far this season, quite on Z, but they took care of them, beating them by 11-10 in overtime. Nico Yonekian, important goal if he can get it, and he does. So I do like the fact that they're not giving up without putting up a serious fight here. It all started back here, just outside the 60. Nico working it. Outplays Campson, cuts in. Not much Scott Sabara could have done there. So 9-7, and as you can see on the scoreboard, a little over a minute and a half remain here in Chucker number 6. Campson wins the throw-in. Nico, nice little backhand to Obregon. Well, if Obregon can pick up a goal here, then it will go to the line, and that ball will just go wide. And we have a little over a minute remaining. So, Campson, he'll be prepared for this. Wants to hold on to that ball for as long as he possibly can. Plays it into the midfield section. Little backhand flick shot. Picked up again by Campson. And taking it to that west end goalmouth. Keeps working it further down. We'll keep it in play, I'm sure. Now he's going to let that one override. But again, a lot of valuable time, which he's taken away there from TuffRider. With the last few seconds remaining. And I think they're going to call it a day. You can see some of the players shaking hands. They're going to continue playing, but they're shaking hands nonetheless. So, Amaro. Nope, they are going to call it a day. So, Amaro, well done. Another 2 goals here in checker number 6 against that 1 goal from TuffRider. Final score then 9 goals to 7. And I'm sure that Scott, Nick, Chris and Michael will be happy with their 2-0. That's it from all of us here at CTV Sports for the moment. An hour and 15 minutes away, and we will be back with the John T. Oxley Memorial. Stay with us. We'll see you in about an hour's time.